Welcome back, everybody, to Dice Station Zebra. My name is Rob, and joining me, as always, is Jocelyn. Hi, Jocelyn.
Hi, Rob.
You are joining me from a remote location.
A
However,
secret remote location.
secret remote location, I have the map set up. Today, we are playing HeroClix Beyond Amazing, the miniature game scenarios. So these are the scenarios that will come in the starter box, of course, the miniature game box. Now, there was a small problem, apparently, that they didn't catch before they shipped these things. Some of the scenarios don't match with the map that is provided. So you can go onto the WizKids website if you have one of these games, and you can you can download scenarios that are rewritten or maps to go with your existing scenarios.
It's
At
pretty
least that
cool
is
that
my
they were able
understanding.
to do that.
Yeah, for sure. So we live
Like,
in
you know,
modern times, and they can just put it up digitally on the web, and there you go.
yeah, I mean, of
So
course it's unfortunate that it wasn't caught
yeah,
before it was
absolutely.
released, but
Hmm.
at least, in this day and age they can sort it out. And it was dropped like basically on release day, which was awesome.
Hmm. For sure.
They
So
were prepared.
we have the map set up for scenario A, and I have the map set up here, and um, we're going to play scenario A. So it's just using a single tile. This is sort of continuing the trend that we've seen in previous starter or miniature games. Um, I remember the Disney Plus set started you on a single tile, right?
Yeah, and so did the X of Swords.
Yes, X10 of
We haven't
Swords.
played Batman yet, but
True. Yeah, we do have
we
to
have
do
to
that
get
one.
that one in. Yeah.
So this one is, it looks pretty straightforward. Single tile, three figures each. None of these figures have, special powers, just the listed powers, standard powers that are on the powers and abilities card. And we determined beforehand that Jocelyn, we rolled, and you are playing the Sinister Syndicate,
Correct.
which in this case is going to be Mysterio, Shocker, and Hydro Man. And I, of course, am playing Team Spider-Man, which is Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, and Spiderling. And that's what we got.
This is true.
So, shall we look at the scenario?
Let's do it.
Okay.
It's going to hurt
There's
my eyes.
there's scenario A. Would you like me to read it then? If it's hurting your eyes.
Well, I'm disappointed that I couldn't get the colors to match when I was taking the pictures for the scenario, but
Yeah, that's okay.
I will read the scenario.
The information's all there.
So, scenario A, crime interrupted. Their latest robbery foiled, the Sinister Six are fleeing from Spider-Man with what riches they could grab. Spider-Man and his friends are in pursuit, trying to reclaim the stolen money and bring the villains to justice. So the
Hmm.
Spider Man team consists of, as Rob said, Spider Man, Spider Woman, and Spiderling on their 30-point lines. The Sinister Six team is the Shocker, Mysterio, and Hydra Man on the 30-point lines. And this is new, and I like this. They've actually told you how many actions you get. So we get two
Yes.
actions per turn.
Hmm.
And the map we're using is construction site. Use only the map tile containing squares A1 to H8, which Rob has set up, as you've seen.
Hmm.
So the setup and rules, there's special rules for this scenario. Place the dropped loot special markers in squares D4, D5, E4, and E5. Each player may place one terrain marker on the map, which we'll do shortly. All characters have power. Choose an adjacent dropped loot marker and place it on this character's card, or place a drop loot marker on this character's card in an adjacent square. So you can either, for a power action, pick one up, or for a power action, drop one.
Right.
When a character with a drop loot on their card is KO'd, place the drop loot in the last square they occupied. At the end of the game, each player notes how many drop loot markers are on their character's cards and in their starting area. These can be spent for bonuses in future scenarios as described on the loot card. We did not prepare the loot card because we are
No,
not using the loot in this scenario. We're just
that's
picking
right.
it up and putting it down.
That's right.
So, how do we win? Rob, you win if you KO all my people.
Right. And you win
And I win.
if you KO all my people.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you
Pretty
win,
simple.
if Spider-Man wins, we'll go to scenario B, and if I win, we'll go to scenario C. So
Right.
I would like to put a wager on this game, and I wager that Rob is going to win.
Okay. If you're confident in my abilities, then
I am confident in
I
your
guess
abilities, but we will
I
see.
guess you're going to place that wager. So, um, so what we have is we determined beforehand who is going to start the game. That is going to be me, and I have Team Spider-Man, so I'm starting on this map edge, and you are starting on the H1 to H8 map edge, right?
Correct.
Now I have placed the drop loot tokens in the center as they have prescribed, and I guess we're just going to, well, I'm going to set up, and then we're going to get started, right? I'll set up
That's
my
right.
people, you set up your people. I'm just
And
checking my Spider-Man here because his
while
dial
you're
looks a
placing
bit
those
wonky.
tiles
Hmm.
and sorting that out, I will mention it said that we can set up and drop a terrain marker. So terrain markers were
Oh yeah,
released
that's
in the
right.
Spider-Man set,
Hmm.
and this is the first time we've had that. So as part of your standard build, you can put new terrain on the map, which basically means you get every map is all of a sudden going to be different because everyone can put different terrain on it.
Right.
So, Rob, you and I discussed in advance. This is a very small map tile. Some of the terrain is quite large, so we said we were each going to pick a 1 by 1 square piece of terrain.
That's right. So we're each going to take one of these 1 by 1 terrain markers,
And these are
and
hindering terrain.
we're going to place it. So I guess I would place my figures and my terrain, and then you would do the same, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So let me figure out where my people should start. I guess, hmm, I'll put Spider-Man here. Spider-Woman can
In
go here.
A3.
Yeah, so Spider-Man is in A3, Spider-Woman in A4, and Spiderling in A5. And
You know who'd really like that placement, Rob?
I do,
It
our
would
friend.
be it would
Yes,
be Dice Station Zebra Google Slides Clicks champion Joel.
that's right. Is yes, the Google Slides champion. And if viewers don't know what Google Slides is, there is a method that we've been using to play HeroClix remotely with people on Google Slides, and it's awesome. So, um, what I'm just trying to figure out where my terrain goes. But yeah, it's a fun way to play HeroClix, and you can play with your friends that are distant in different geographical locales. Now, where
And you
would
don't
this
have
go?
to be on at the same time.
Yes, you can do it. You can make your move, and then the other person can respond at a later time. So you don't have to be live, is what we're saying. Um, okay, where would be a good place to put this? I'm just going to put this maybe here, because why not? In C5 is where my hindering goes.
Okay.
And it is over to you to
Rob has
place your
placed
people.
his hindering in C5.
Mhm.
Check. Rob, you can't place your hindering there.
Oh, because there is a transition marker.
That's right.
Good point. Okay, then I have to find somewhere else to do it. I will put it in D2.
D2. 2.
2. There
Okay.
we go.
All right. So we're going to start with placing Shocker in H2, please.
Okay, so Shocker will go into H2.
We will then place Hydroman in
Mhm.
H3,
H3,
and we will place Mysterio in H4.
H4. There we go. We're all set.
We will place a hindering terrain marker
Mhm.
in G, sorry, in F7.
F7 right here.
Correct.
All right, looks good. Okay, shall we get started?
Let's do it.
Okay, good luck to you.
Good luck to you as well.
And we get two actions. And I will start by moving Spider-Man, who can move 7. And I will move him 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to here.
Okay.
So he's on the loot marker. Actually, do I want to do that? No, we have first turn immunity, right?
If you leave your starting area, you do not have first turn immunity.
True. Now, Spider-Woman can fly. Um, she will um, she's going to carry Spiderling, and she's going to come to uh, D4. Did I tell you that Spider-Man was in E4?
Yes.
Okay. And she's dropping Spiderling in D5 right here. That's 2 actions. That's my turn.
All right. So, this is very interesting. It's
Hmm.
very interesting, Rob. Um, let's look at Pulse Wave, shall we? Pulse Wave. Range. Range 4, improved targeting through characters and adjacency. Other characters within range can't use powers or abilities for this action. Make a range attack targeting all other characters within range and line of fire, including at least one opposing character, using printed defense values for each targeted character. Each
Yeah.
hit character is dealt 1 damage instead of normal damage. So,
Um,
yes.
you do not have line of fire on any of my people.
No, but I have telekinesis.
Oh my gosh, I missed that.
So I'm just trying to determine can I TK Shocker with Hydro Man up onto the elevation?
Um, well, I think that a shocker would need line of fire to that square.
Let's look at telekinesis. All right. Choose a terrain marker or a single base friendly character within range and line of fire. Place it into a square within range and line of fire that is within 4 squares and line of fire from that character. This character can make range terrain. Okay, so this has been reworded.
Has it?
Choose choose a single base friendly character within range and line of fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Place that character into a square within range and line of fire that is also within 4 squares and line of fire from that character. Okay. So what we're saying is
It's
I do not
yeah.
Shocker does not have line of fire to G whatever number that
4?
is.
G4?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Because Hydro Man would block his line of fire?
But it's the elevation though, right? So I should be able to see the elevation.
Yeah, that's true. Because yeah, that you should yeah. So he would have line of fire here.
And Hydro Man has line of fire there because he's adjacent to it. And it's
Yeah.
elevated.
Yeah, you're right.
It does
Yeah,
mean that I would hit my own people.
I don't think that yeah, it does. Um yeah, I believe you do have line of fire on that then. Because
But
only
it would mean,
only
yeah,
blocking terrain, interceding blocking terrain would block line of fire, correct?
from an elevation, yeah.
Yeah, but not characters.
Yeah, so I think that it would work. Um, but the question is, do I want to pulse wave and hit my own people?
Right. So, what's the standard range on a pulse wave now? Is it 3?
It is 4.
Oh, it's 4. Yeah, you would hit your own people. However, you could move Shocker, like you could put him over here, and you could pulse wave on Spider-Man, Spider-Woman. You would only get Hydro Man in your pulse wave because Mysterio is behind the elevated. But your guy would be here. Shocker would be here.
Yeah, but I wouldn't get spider
Correct.
spiderling,
Yeah.
and spiderling is your prob. Let's do that. Sorry, I'm like super delayed here.
No
Okay,
problem.
Hydro-Man is going to take a costed action to
Oh, okay.
telekinesis. Shocker.
Cost action.
1, 2, 3, 4. And he's telekinesising him to D2.
D2, so right to here.
Yep.
Um, oh, is there a min range on TK?
4.
Min range 4. Okay, that's cool.
Yep.
So Shocker is over here. One, two, three, four, right here.
Yes.
All right,
And now
nice.
Shocker's going to Pulse Wave.
Okay. So your attack value is an 11,
Correct.
and you are against Spider-Man's 18, Spider-Woman's 17.
And
So,
Hydro-Man's 18.
yep, just give me a sec here. Um, I'm going to get your...
Hydromatic. Sorry, what? Hey, Cherry.
Hi, Cherry. I'm going...
Hydro-Man telekinesis. It's not even a word. Used his telekinesis to send Shocker into the fire, and he is now going to Pulse Wave.
All right. Your dice are on camera. Go for it.
Okay. 11 plus
Oh
7
my
is
gosh.
18.
18 will do it.
It'll hit everybody.
Okay, so you got a point on Spider-Man.
Everyone takes 1. Well, not everyone. Spider-Man,
Yep,
Spider-Woman, and Hydro-Man.
yep. All right. Well done.
And that
And
is my
welcome
2
to the stream.
actions.
Welcome to the stream, Cherry Fox. Haven't seen you in since we did our Dice Masters.
Is Red Mage there too, Cherry? Hi, Red Mage, if you're there.
Hello, Red Mage. Um, so we, so Shocker did that. He gets a token, and that's your two actions, right?
That's my 2 actions.
Okay. So now I have to figure out what I'm going to do. Just want to make sure I did click her. Yeah, I did. Okay. So we have to do some things. Um, so
He's
first
in the
things
other room, but I
first.
did summon him.
um, I should probably take out Shocker, or try to.
Shocker has
So,
Invincible.
yeah, Spider-Woman has Outwit. So, I might pull that trick.
Shocker cannot be outwitted by characters named Spider.
Oh, is that right? With Spider in the name.
That's right.
Hmm. I didn't read the fine print on that card. So, let me see here. Spider-Man does have hypersonic speed attack, so I could go for multiple targets. However, oh, hold on. One, two, three, four. So you got Hydro Man too with your Pulse Wave, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
One, two, three, four. So I have to click Hydro Man.
Yep. Cherry says you made that up. If you didn't, it sounds like you did. I 100% did make that up.
See? Cherry doesn't even play HeroClix and she knows that you make it up.
If you don't make it up, then what fun is it?
Yeah.
We're here for fun times.
Well, we have to take care of Shocker because we don't like Pulse Wave. So we're going to outwit his Invincible.
Okay.
And he has a 17 defense, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just going to throw this out there, Rob. You know, you could just outwit his Pulse Wave.
But I want to damage him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, Spider-Man he has the best damage right now. So I'm going to roll for Spider-Man.
All right. Is he
Actually,
making a ranged attack or is he hypersonicking?
um, yeah, I was thinking, but then Shocker goes into energy shield deflection. So I think Spider-Woman should attack first. 10 on
Okay.
17. Invincible has been outwitted. Here's my
Yep.
roll. Okay, that is only a 6. That's
Well,
not
that's
going
too
to do it.
bad.
However, Spiderling does have probability control, so we will
Oh,
re-roll.
you read your cards.
I did. And that is only a 5. That's not going to do it.
Oh dear.
So, Spider-Woman has taken another token. And now we have to... I guess Spider-Man's just going to shoot.
Okay.
11 on your 17. I need a 6. That's a 7 right there. So,
That will hit.
Spider-Man takes a token, and Shocker takes 3 points of damage.
Shocking.
Yep. And Pulse Wave
One,
is gone,
two,
thankfully.
three. Yep. He now has Empower,
Okay.
so that's
And
cool.
Spiderling has Sidestep. She will sidestep to E5, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
So, and Cherry says, totally off topic, but you guys appreciate these things. We got reduced Easter eggs today, and they're fancy, super delicious ones. Passes out chocolate. Nice. Yeah,
Delicious. I was just looking for some chocolate cherry.
I like getting some Easter clearance chocolate.
100%.
It's always good to look for the deals. So turn is over to you.
It is. It is over to me. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna have to shoot.
Hmm.
So Shocker is going to shoot on Spider Woman,
Yep.
and he is a 10.
Hmm.
Hang on a second. He's Sinister Syndicate, right?
He
Oh no,
is
he's
not.
not.
No, the
Okay.
other two have that team ability, but Shocker does not.
Also, their values are the same. Okay, so he's going to shoot on Spider Woman, 10 on 17.
Okay, go for it.
That was almost a thing, but it was only a 5.
Only a 5. Okay.
The
So
6 did the
Shocker,
wobble, and then it turned into a 3.
Shocker takes a token.
He does.
And who's next?
Hydro-Man is going to TK Shocker back
Hmm.
adjacent to him, back to H2.
Okay. So Shocker gets carried to here.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then I'm going to pass turn.
Okay. So I have two figures that are now double tokened, and they cannot take any actions this turn. But I'm going to give Spiderling a power action to pick up this loot token right
Okay.
here.
So
The
it goes
loot,
on her card.
the loot token. We should show the loot token if I could get it on camera. There's the
That's good.
dropped loot, and that goes on her card. So she now has that, and then she has sidestep. So she will sidestep 1 and 2 onto this transition marker.
Okay.
And then Spider-Man and Spider-Woman can clear their tokens. And I pass turn to you.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So oh, that is smoke cloud. I was like, what is that power on Mysterio? And I was like,
Yep.
I couldn't remember what the color was. I'm like, oh, it's smoke cloud. Okay. So I think Mysterio is just going to take a costed move,
Hmm.
and he's going to move into F 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Coming right up to Spider-Man.
Yep.
Okay.
Which seems probably appropriate because, mortal enemies and such.
Sure.
And Hydro Man and Shocker will clear.
Okay. Hydro Man and Shocker clear. Okay. So, um, I got two actions. I guess Spider-Man's just going to have to swing on Mr. Mysterio.
All right.
Um,
Would you like to do that?
I would, and he has shape change, right?
He does.
Okay, go for it.
I need a 5 or a 6. That's a 4.
Okay,
That does not work.
nope. Okay,
He is a
so
valid target.
valid target. Spider-Man is an 11 attack on your 18.
Yep, we need a 7.
Needs a 7. That's a 7.
Okay. You hit for 3.
For 3 points of damage on Mr. Mysterio. One,
1,
two,
2,
three.
3. Okay.
Okay.
I now have mind control
Uh-oh.
and mastermind.
Hmm. So, Spider-Woman then will take a token, an action.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the rule says I can pick up dropped loot in an adjacent square, correct?
Correct.
So I will pick up this one and put that on Spider-Woman's card.
Okay.
So she has dropped loot. Spiderling has dropped loot. And then Spiderling still has sidestep, so 1, 2 into the starting area, and she clears her token and pass turn to you.
And she's an A5.
Sorry, yeah, A5, correct.
Okay.
And now your
All
turn.
right. Um, Mysterio is going to attempt to mind control Mr. Spider-Man.
Yep. So you are an 11 against his 18,
Yep,
and he does have super duper super senses.
I know.
So he would succeed on a 4, 5, 6.
So I'm an
Um,
11. I need a
yep,
7.
go for it.
Are we good? Okay.
Yep,
How about an 8?
an 8 will potentially hit. And I'm going to roll my super senses, and I got a 5.
Yep, that's the thing that happens.
So he rolls out. Mysterio takes a token. You have one
Yep.
more action.
Okay. I think we're gonna go with Hydro Man, and he's gonna TK Shocker into G4.
TK Shocker into G4, which is up on the elevation.
Correct.
Okay, so Shocker goes there, and Hydro Man took a token.
This is correct, and now it's your turn.
Okay, so I guess Spider-Man will swing on Mysterio.
Okay.
So that will be an 11 on your 17.
Correct.
Um, oh, there's no way I can get my prob into place unless I do a costed move. But I only need a 6, so let's give it a try. And I got a 5.
Oh no.
Okay, so in that case, um, that was one action. And second action will be Spider-Woman will fly away and carry Spider-Man,
Okay.
and she will come back to the starting area. And
And what's the placement
Spiderling,
there?
so Spider-Woman is in A 4, and
Okay.
Spider-Man is in A3.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. I feel like I need to get in on this loot game.
Yeah, he needs the loot.
Shocker is going to take a costed move, and he's going to go to D5.
D5. Okay,
Yep.
there we go.
And I think then my people are going to clear.
Okay, so you're clearing Mysterio, you're clearing Hydro Man.
Yeah. This game is kind of weird. Like I'm trying to come up with a strategy,
Yeah, it's a little different, right?
but I don't really have move and attack, and I don't have any leadership or anything like that. Neither do you.
Well, I have no leadership, but I do have the move and attack. I've got Hypersonic on Spider-Man, and Spiderling at least has Sidestep, which is nice. So
Yeah, and you've got Prob and you've got
it's pretty
Outwit. You've
good.
got a pretty good team.
Yeah, not bad. So Spiderling will take a power action to drop the loot token in the starting area. I guess it just stays there for
You
now.
don't need to drop it.
Well, I would like her to go back and pick up another one if she can, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah. So that's kind of the reason, I guess,
So she'd have to put it
for
adjacent to
doing
her.
that. Okay. Let's just want to check it out. The rules again. Power. Choose an adjacent drop loot marker and place it on this character card, or place a drop loot card in an adjacent square. That's right. Okay. So am I not supposed to be able to pick them up when I'm on top of them? I guess not, right?
That's what it seems like.
Okay. So it's adjacent in A6, and then she will sidestep into C5 to be right
Okay.
beside Shocker. And then
Hmm.
Spider-Man and Spider-Woman can clear, and Spider-Woman can actually see Shocker, so she will outwit Empower, I guess? No. Yeah, Empower's good
Okay.
for whatever that'll do.
All
And
right.
pass turn to you.
Sounds good. Okie dokie. Um, how do we do this? Well, I am adjacent
Right.
for the purposes of attacking to the spiderling.
Yes. There's a transition
So
marker there.
Shocker is going to attack spiderling.
Okay.
10 on your 18.
10 on 18. Go for it.
That's a 4.
Yeah,
That's a
that won't
miss.
do
Would
it.
you like to prob it?
No, I will elect not to prob that one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mysterio would take a power action to pick up the dropped loot marker in E4.
Yep.
And that's my turn.
Okay. So we should try to destroy Shocker, I think. Um, Spider-Man. Oh, this is, I like this because Spider-Man has multiple targets. And he
He
is going to
does.
do a hypersonic attack. Or hypersonic, yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He will end up in E4
Okay.
on a hypersonic
One,
attack.
two, three, four. You can do it in 5. So,
Yeah, that's fine. He's got, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he'll do it in 5. Um, he will target both Mysterio and Shocker.
okay.
I'm 11 against 17s.
Hmm.
Let's see. I need a 6. I really should have got my prob in place, but I didn't. Needs a 6. I got an 11.
That will hit.
Yeah. So,
How would you like to divide your damage?
well, maybe let me take a look at their dials. I think I only need 2 more to get Mysterio. And if I do 1 more on Shocker, then Shocker gets back to invincible, right?
Correct.
But Shocker is double tokened. So, oh, it gets him on invincible, but I can actually see him to outwit him. So, Spider-Man will do, I think I need 2 on Mysterio.
You need 2 on Mysterio.
Okay, I'll do 2 to Mysterio, 1 on Shocker.
Okay, so Mysterio is KO'd,
Yep,
and the drop loot will drop in F4. Or sorry,
yep,
F4.
F4, yep.
Yep.
And then 1 goes into Shocker.
Yep, Shocker's back on invincible.
Yep, okay.
Would you like to
And,
attempt a breakaway?
should I break away? No, I'm okay there.
Okay.
Yeah. And then from there, Spider-Woman will outwit Invincible, and Spiderling has the best. Well, they both have a 10, so Spiderling will swing on Shocker. So that would be 10 on 17,
Yep,
and she got a 9.
that will hit.
Oops, knock that over. For 3 points of damage, I think that takes
He
care
is
of
dead.
poor Shocker.
Yep.
Okay.
I would just like to take you back to the prediction at the beginning of the game.
You were right. And then Spiderling will sidestep to D5.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Hydro Man. Um, Hydro Man is going to take a costed move to D2.
D2. Oh, really? Right to here?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. There we go.
Pass turn.
All right. Interesting, because Spider-Woman can't see him because of the blocking, so she can't outwit anything. Okay, so
She could move and then outwit.
yeah, she could. So I think Spider-Woman will just do that then. She will move to A2, and she will outwit your toughness,
Okay.
and and then Spider-Man will he's got ranged attack of 6 range, and he's just going to shoot at oh, but you're in hindering.
That's right.
So I have a question about this scenario. Um, do I have to, if I clear the board, do I just assume I get all the dropped loot tokens, or do I actually have to collect them?
You only get the ones that are in your starting area or on your character cards.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is um, Spider-Man will take a power action to pick up this loot token here
Okay.
and put that on his card. And Spiderling will clear,
Okay.
and it's your turn.
Hydro Man has a range of 3,
Yep.
and he is going to target Spider Woman.
Yes, she's a 17.
Yep. 10 on 17.
Okay, go for it.
That will hit. That's an 18.
That hits. Okay.
3
Um,
damage.
3 into Spider-Woman. 1,
And you no longer have
2,
outwit.
3. Correct. Okay. That's Spider-Woman.
Pass turn.
Okay. So, um, Spiderling will sidestep to D4,
Okay.
and I guess she will. You're in hindering.
Yep.
Um, Yeah, 10 on your 18. Well, 19 because you're in hindering.
Yep, 10
Ranged
on 19.
attacks. Spiderling needs a 9. I got a 6. She will use probability control. There's an 11.
That hits.
For 3 damage, however, you have toughness.
Yep, so I take 2.
And now you have regen.
I do.
So that was Spiderling.
But I am double
And
tokened.
Spider-Woman, I guess could shoot. However, she is going to take a power action to drop her dropped loot
Okay.
beside her in A1. And then Spider-Man will clear.
Okay.
And it is your turn. And I guess you just clear.
I clear.
All right.
Pass.
Um, Spider-Man will take a costed move. 1, 2, 3, 4 to A5. And
Okay.
Spiderling will sidestep to E4. No, sorry. Will sidestep to E5.
Mm-hmm.
Take a power action. Pick up this dropped loot.
Yep.
So now I have all the drop loots.
For
And
now.
Spider Woman will clear.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Hydro Man is going to shoot on Spiderling. Oh, Rob.
Yes.
Not Spiderling, Spider Woman. Should Spider Woman have rolled super senses when I hit her?
Oh, she should have.
On a 6, right?
Can I roll that now?
Yeah.
Or did we miss it?
No, we should correct it. Of course you
Click.
get it.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2. Was it 3 that I did?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Thanks for the
she's
take
back.
backsies.
Yeah. So I have her on click 2.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, because she got pulse waved. Yep.
All right. So now that we've retconned that,
Yeah. We almost got something wrong.
um,
Who knows? Probably we got something else wrong.
I think Hydro Man's just going to shoot on her again. 11 on 17.
11 on 17. Okay. Go for it.
That is an 8.
Yeah.
So that will hit.
All right. This time I will remember the Spider-Man team ability super senses. It's only a 4.
Nice. So you actually got hit that time for 2.
2 points.
Okay. And it's your turn.
Okay. I thought you might have regened on that turn.
I mean, I considered it, but
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stay alive here.
So at this point, I have 2 loots in my starting area, and I'm carrying 2 loots. So I don't need to drop any drop loots, right? I don't need to put them in my
Nope.
starting area, correct? Okay. So then what I'll do is I will sidestep Spiderling, so I have my prob in position,
Mm-hmm. In
and
position with the blocking terrain in the way.
that's right. And Spider-Man is going to hypersonic attack. So he will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to E3,
Mm-hmm.
and he will close attack Hydro Man. I have an 11, you have a 17, so I need a 6. I got a 6.
You did.
That's
Nothing I can do about that.
3 damage, and that
He's
KOs Hydro
KO'd.
Man.
Yep,
Okay,
you win.
he goes down. Okay, well, good game.
You win. You are the winner. Winner, Gagnon.
Gagnon. So, yeah, I do believe this Spider-Man team is a far superior team in this first scenario.
I agree.
So,
I
because,
had that kind of earmarked
yeah,
before we even started playing.
because as you said, outwit, probability control, and I have a move and attack with hypersonic speed on Spider-Man and sidestep on Spiderling. So that does make a big difference.
Yeah, I thought the
So,
TK would be enough, but the TK being only it's not like a free TK or anything. It's just a costed TK.
however, I was concerned by Shocker's Pulse Wave. So,
As you should have been.
yeah, that is a concern. But anyway, that was a good game. So, we got scenario A in the books.
We do. So what happens, Rob, when the Spider-Man team wins?
The Spider-Man team. Let's go back to our scenario card. So, Spider-Man team wins. You win if you KO all opposing characters. You proceed to scenario B. So that's where we're going next. But that will be another game, right?
Yes, and then we will learn about the loot because you got all four loots.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you now that the loots, I read ahead on it, and it allows you to upgrade your dials to the 40-point line because these all start on the 30-point line. So you can spend a loot to upgrade one dial, is my understanding.
Pr- Pretty cool.
Yeah. So it says at the start of each scenario, beginning with the first player, each player may spend one dropped loot marker to turn a 30-point character on their force to their 40-point line. Spent markers don't return. So I believe Team Spider-Man does have the upper hand now that I have these loot markers.
So I
So,
guess
and
that's
this,
only for that scenario you turn them up?
I believe you carry them, you carry the loot markers throughout the campaign, and then you can spend them as you see fit.
Right. But let's just say at the beginning of scenario B, you decided to turn Spider-Man to his 40-point line.
Yes,
Does he stay on his 40-point line for the rest of the scenarios?
good question.
Or is it only for that scenario? We'll have to come back to that. It's a question for another day.
Yeah, I think the way I interpret it is that it says at the start of each scenario. So whatever figure that they assign to you um, starts on the 30-point line, and you can upgrade it. That's how I read it. So I don't think it continues. I don't think you get to play the 40 throughout the rest of the campaign.
That's how I would read it as well.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Okay, well there we go. That was scenario A, and we'll be back at some point with scenario B.
That is the plan.
Maybe next
Thanks,
week.
Rob, for playing.
Yeah, thank you for playing as well. That was a lot of fun. And thanks for joining us, Cherry, and Red Mage, who I think is probably lurking,
Lurking.
and who and everyone else who joined us and didn't chime in the chat, and everyone watching on the video on demand. And of course, we're going to put this up on YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, there's our YouTube address right there. And of course, you can reach out to us in all the usual places. You can find us at our email. You can find us on Facebook. You can come and join our Discord. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and you can find Jocelyn at her Etsy shop if you're looking for a handcrafted dice bag or some other kind of gift.
This is all
And
true.
and that's what we have today. So thanks for joining us, everybody. I guess we'll end it there, right, Jocelyn?
That's right. Thanks for joining us,
Okay.
and we will see you next time.
Yep. Join us back for Scenario B um, right here on Twitch and YouTube when we repost. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Bye for now.
Bye.